Ghostly, how's everyone? AzurePoltergeistTV here, and welcome back to VRChat. So we are currently doing a adventure episode. Sorry I haven't recorded in so long. I've been going through a lot, to say the least. So what we will be doing here, I've decided that... Oh, that is not the menu that I want. So I've decided I'm just going to start putting worlds in the description of where to go to find them. Because I decided to be one of those YouTubers that keep their names anonymous in games. Because it dawned on me that by the off chance I do grow in the future, I don't want to be bombarded with friend requests and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, figured that would be the smart move. But, yeah. So I guess this is like the fishing game that everyone plays, you know what I mean? I don't quite know what I'm doing. Oh god, don't know what I'm doing. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Because I'm trying to move the stick to... Okay, how do I play? Let's go to the tutorial here. Okay. Well, I figured that much. Oh. It's holding the trigger? Wait, what was the last one? I think I get it. So you have to hold the trigger? What? Something I do know about the moon rain mechanic is I think it makes it so you can catch more fish and other nonsense like that. What time is it? 11:11. Exact. Oh. Oh. Wow, that is finicky. Oh. Oh, oh. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh! Okay, so you just press the trigger to bring it back in? Okay. I'm probably gonna keep going until 12. We're gonna stick with an hour episode here, but again, I'm gonna be putting whatever worlds I go to in the description if you guys want to give the world creators a shout out and check out the worlds that I go to. But like I said, it kind of dawned on me that in the future, if I do end up blowing up, I don't want to get my messages blown up or otherwise. I'm hoping that's understandable. I do apologize if I seem a little awkward with talking right now. I haven't done a video in so long, so I'm quite a bit rusty with commentary. But at least I'm back. I'm not sure how many of you have missed me, wondered where I've been, things like that. I am going to be starting... Oh, I'm getting better at this. I'm going to be starting a podcast in the future, where I just kind of talk about random stuff that goes on in my life and things like that, which I feel like I already do to begin with in my videos and the commentary, but it's going to be... The podcasts are going to be the main focus of that. Just talk, chill out, relax. I'm trying to see if I can get someone on the show with me that can be in the episodes regularly. I had someone in mind, but due to personal excuse me, predicaments, them and I are no longer talking. It sucks too, because it was a falling out over a very slight misunderstanding, and they never bothered to, like, just talk things over in regards to specific subjects. They just kind of did a phantom removal, I guess is the phrase I'm looking for. Like, when someone just overly removes and blocks you without warning, kind of thing. It wasn't anything, like, super chaotic. Not, like, apocalyptic, you know, kind of arguing, but just misunderstandings, but I guess they didn't respond to it that well, but that's been long since in the past. Like, we're talking since the last Skyrim video, was it that they had vanished. So this was a while ago. I do apologize if anything I talk about makes sense or sounds backwards or otherwise. I just woke up not too long ago, and for some reason I thought it was a good idea to just immediately get to recording. Oh, I leveled up. So, as far as, okay, what's been going on behind the scenes? I might have talked about this in my vid where I was like where I've been and whatnot. I don't know if I brought this up in that video, but I guess I've just been going through depression, and I've been trying to find a significant other to get together with, because my previous one broke up with me due to just ridiculous reasons. They were being unreasonable, kind of thing. Like, I was, they didn't like how... How do I word this? I was going to clubs often on VRChat, to say the least. And even though I took them to one to... I talked them into going to one with me for a night to prove them wrong, so... And they were physically living with me at the time. And I showed them that everything was perfectly fine, we were having a good time, laughing, and so on. I was like, okay, maybe he'll finally understand now. This is great. This is progress. Next day, he said that he still didn't agree with the views and whatnot, so I was like, okay, I feel like I was lied to, but okay. So it started off as, oh yeah, I understand, to I still don't agree with you going to clubs kind of thing. I can't really go deeper in the context, but again, that's in the past now. I'm with someone nowadays, so everything's going to be good. They're going to be great. It's a nice change. I think it was July, or no, was it June or July of last year that this happened between me and my ex. One of the two. But yeah, I'm with someone else now. They're good. They're what's the word I'm looking for? They're loving. They care a lot. They could message a little bit more frequently, but that's about the only thing that's, I wouldn't say going wrong, but something they can improve on. But that's just something little. We can, something like that can be worked on easily over time. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to talk about uploads, though. I did recently meet someone that inspired me on here on VRChat to get back into doing horror-based videos. We went into a SCP-based world, and it re-sparked the thrill and reminded me of what I enjoyed about horror-based worlds. And so I decided last night to go through a couple of horror hub-based worlds on VRChat. And favorite a lot of worlds that looked promising or at least decent. As far as how many total that I put together, you guys are in for a lot of episodes. A lot more than what was originally planned. If you know, you know. So I'm really excited. I do apologize for the number of times in the past where I was like, oh, I'm coming back, and then I didn't come back. I kept trying to tell myself, okay, I finally got this, I'm ready to come back, and then I was not ready. But hopefully everything I've talked about so far kind of gives you a better idea of why I've not been doing videos to begin with. It's too many depressing things have been happening to me behind the scenes, and I've been trying to force myself to be encouraged. If I'm even wording that correctly. Probably not, but that's the biggest one I've caught yet. Look at that. But hopefully this is for real this time. I'm probably not going to rush right back into, you know, doing daily uploads. It's going to take me time. Most I ask is for you guys to understand and, you know, give me a little bit of time now that I'm actually doing something now. You know what I mean? Did I level up again? I think I did. There's some kind of water hole over there. Hang on. I do have a boat. For those confused, I've gone to this world many times, but I've never bothered catching fish until now. That's why I'm leveling up so quickly and whatnot, and have quite a low-level boat and the default fishing rod. I've pretty much only gone here to get the daily rewards of, like, getting the gold and stuff, which the gold is pretty much the main thing I've been getting, and I just so happen to have Okay, short backstory. You used to be able to do flying toggles and whatnot with your avatars in this world, but they unfortunately updated it to where those are no longer usable. And I thought that was the dumbest thing. They should have at least have a toggle where, in exchange for not being able to catch fish or make progress, you're allowed to use your flying toggles on your avatar, you know? And for a while I strayed away from it, and one day it hit me where I was like, wait a minute, I probably have gold saved up. So I came back in here, had seen I was able to buy this boat, and I was like, oh, okay. I can at least sail to my friends now. Because I think that concept is so dumb where you have to buy something in-game just to, like, go to specific places just to visit your friends. You know what I mean? That's so dumb. That needs to change here in this world. Granted, I had the gold on hand, but I feel bad for people that didn't even so much as grab the gold at the start. They weren't here to play, they were just here to hang out, you know? I feel like no respect was given to that. I'm not bashing on the world creator, mind you, it's just... it's my honest and straightforward opinion. I'm very blunt, I try not to sugarcoat things. Celestial Chasm. I thought that would be here in the middle of the ocean. No. Apparently it's somewhere over there. Is it in that... you guys see that cave? Like, I know that cave has been there, but... oh, okay. I was literally about to say, maybe the chasm is in the cave and the text is just clipping through the ceiling. No, it's somewhere in this spot. Why is it so far back? Don't put stuff so far back. Ooh. That looks mildly disturbing somehow. Celestial, that looks like a void. Considering I have the default rod, I am probably nowhere near ready for these fish when it comes to catching them. We'll see. Ooh. I'm probably gonna miss this. Oh, I got it! Parrotfish. Oh, that's pretty! I can see why it's called a parrotfish. I don't even know if I've sworn in this video. I apologize if I have. That's another thing I gotta get the rust off of, is not swearing, because the more swears that are in my video, the more work that puts on me. Because it takes me like 5 minutes just to add a simple censor. I don't even have the sound effect for that anymore, so I gotta re-download that. It's a rubber duck. Okay. But yeah, let's see, there's the horror, and then there's the adventure. I've gathered a lot of worlds over time, so I guess that is a plus in its own weird way, even though I've gone away for a long time not doing videos and saying I was not gonna come, or saying I was gonna come back but didn't. I guess that is one plus side to it, because behind the scenes... okay, here's the plus side to it. Sorry, I'm getting the words backwards. I've done a lot of exploring behind the scenes on VRChat, and I've gathered a lot of new adventure worlds as well, and game worlds, that I have favorited, so it's more... how do I put this? Even though I haven't done anything, not technically, I straight up have not, for videos, I've at least found places to record at. Sorry, my leg was itching. Which, oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Hey, sorry. Did I just catch that backwards? And I sat down and I had to sneeze? Somebody clip that. What? What the freaking crap? That's amazing. I got turned around, I had to sneeze, and I sat in my boat all at once. You'd figure that would be a recipe for failure. No, apparently not. Well, it likely would be, if you weren't lucky, but that was a lucky catch! That's amazing! I thought I was gonna miss that for sure. Old book. Okay, I apparently caught a book. That's hilarious. Sorry, like I said, I haven't been awake for long. Anyway, back on topic. As far as how many games and adventure worlds I have found, oh, I have quite a handful at the ready for you guys. That is a guaranteed promise. The horror world is definitely the category I've invested the most in a short period. I feel like I've invested more time in adventure, but at the same time, no pun intended, black scorpionfish. Huh. The ironic part is even though I've invested more in other categories, I've overnight managed to find a lot more horror worlds? So I feel like time became irrelevant by that point. I don't think that made any sense, but we're rolling with it. I'm trying with the commentary here, guys. I'm trying. So in terms of... Oh, it's a plastic bag. I was wondering what that was. Thought it was maybe a jellyfish at first. No, it's just a... Yeah, sure enough, it's a plastic bag. What are you people doing littering the ocean? Don't hurt the turtles. I was about to say something else, but I feel like that word is not allowed on YouTube. You guys knew it. Because I've heard it get censored in videos, even though... Yeah, we're just gonna let that topic go. Something I'm aware of is YouTube has been very picky of how you record things lately, what's allowed, what's not allowed, so I'm just going based on what I've experienced and witnessed in videos. What time is it right now? It's 11:30. It's only been like 20 minutes, but... we have... Should I call it quits just for the day? I could talk a little bit more. I don't know if I want to get full-blown back into doing hour-long recordings for you guys, but I will try my best to stick around. Oh, I unlocked my first AFK pet. Okay. Do you mind? Can you... I really wish this would get out of my face. Yeah, well, I don't want to use my pet right now. How do I collect it? I hate when games do this to you, where they force things into your vision. I don't want to use a pet. Sucks. I'm sure it's useful, but I definitely don't want to use it. It bothers me so much when games do this, where they force you to use things. That should change. I'm sure there's probably a way to unequip it, but they do not give you a clear indicator. Anyway. I'm sorry about that, guys. Galaxy leather wallet? Ooh. Well, it's not a fish, but it looks like it has some kind of value. I wish I could disable that. I really wish I could. I cannot stand it when games force you to use items. Because if I'm gonna be playing this, I want at least some kind of a challenge. You know what I mean? I would want to... I don't know what it is. I have a bit of a obsession where I like putting restrictions on myself in games. Like not being handheld by specific things. Like for example, the pet there, I know catches fish for you over time. And granted at a slow rate, but things stack over time. I don't want help. I want to do everything completely on my own. I don't want nor need assistance. Midas Rift. Oh god, where'd my boat go? Did I lose my boat? Or am I just being stupid? I'm probably being stupid. That's okay, we could just resummon it. I was hoping there probably is a shop there and I'm just not getting that, but it's whatever. This gives me more time to talk anyway, but I've been saying that a lot, the word but. Like, but this, but that. I'm sorry, guys. I will get better with my commentary. I guess that's the cost of not doing something for so long. You run into a scenario where you've completely forgotten how to talk. I probably wasn't even that good back then either, but I would assume... There we go again. Sorry. I would assume at least that... Oh, school of clownfishes. Anyway. I feel like I was at least better back then. It's hard to believe how long it's been since the Skyrim video. Which it probably wasn't that long ago, but to me it feels like it was a while ago. I mean, there's many things that have discouraged me over time, not just in terms of my personal predicaments, but it was other things as well that discouraged me from uploading. But I will probably talk about that in the next video, which I don't know when that'll be, I'm gonna need at least a few days. If it ends up being, like, for example, one video a week, for example, I would love to get to, like, daily uploading, or at least give myself weekends off. But for now, if I can get myself at least to what I just said, one video a week, it's a start, you know? Honestly, any support and encouragement from you guys in the comments would mean a lot to me. Because I feel like I'm just not going to get anywhere with the channel, at least for now. Probably not for a very long time. Ugh, why is it all the way down here? Sell all. Made 941 gold. Woo! Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell down below so you guys always know when it is I upload. And, yeah, please let your friends and family know about this video and this channel. I'm always looking for support, and I always appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, as always, have a good day.